to the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Louisiana. It's Saturday night basketball here on ESPN as we get set for a Southwest Division matchup between the New Orleans Pelicans and the Houston Rockets. As we get things started, what are the Pelicans looking for here today?
When you say Trevor Ariza, I think lockdown defender. It's been proven from the time he's come into the league up until now that he knows how to take best players on other teams and make them uncomfortable. He does it consistently, and he does it with basketball IQ, and he does it with great speed and athleticism.
You know, Jeff, the Pelicans, they were swept in the first round by the eventual champion Warriors, but it was closer than that. They made Golden State sweat a little bit, and it was mainly because of the unbelievable play of Anthony Davis.
Yeah, Anthony Davis is such a nightmare matchup, Mike. I just think this guy is going to continue to shoot up the charts of great players in our league. I like who he is. And you know what, Mike? If they get better and healthier perimeter play, they have a chance to move up in this tough Western Conference.
Jump shot for two, won't go.
You got to make it hard on a team in the first half. Set a tone. Close out, contest, give no open shots.
Ariza. Holiday the rebound. Ashik fires. Good finish inside.
4-2. The assist from number 10.
Harden bringing it up here. James Harden has become elite, one of the premier scorers in the NBA. You had it pegged years ago. You thought this guy had a chance to be special, Jeff, and he is.
He really is. And the reason is the ability to get to the free throw line, the ability to make every pass out of pick and rolls that the great point guards can make, and the three-point shooting ability. James Harden, unbelievable two-guard, the best two-guard in the NBA.
To the basket. Oh, he got hit, and they call it. Draws the foul called against Howard. And he'll head to the line with under a minute to go here in the first.
No easy baskets, particularly for bad free throw shooters. That's a good foul, smart foul.
Knocks down the first one. Able to convert on both free throws. 2 minutes gone by in the first, and the score is tied. Harden for two, puts it up, gets that one to drop. Holiday moves into the front court. Puts it in.
All kinds of confidence on that three-pointer. Great looking shot.
Has to adjust. Nicely done. Ashik the rebound. Holiday in possession for three. The wide open shot. That's good.
4-3.
Strong finish at the rim. Quarter winding down, he just flips it up. So that'll end the first quarter. The Pelicans up by 2. Stay with us for more NBA on ESPN after this short break. Jeff, one of the best parts of our job is watching Anthony Davis play. This young man has potential to be the best player in the league.
Without question, he has grown in his time at Kentucky and then in his first few years in the NBA. This guy has not even started to reach his vast potential, Mike. I think he's going to continue to grow, and he will be a multiple-time MVP winner in our league.
To the rim, nails it. 2-point lead for Houston. Houston's leading New Orleans by a score of 12-10. Oh, excellent screen. Holiday on the drive for two. It's good. New Orleans is shooting 44% from the field tonight.
The assist from number 11, Drew Holiday.
Lawson puts it in, and the foul called against Ashi. And Ty Lawson will go to the line with under 2 minutes to go in the second.
Terrific concentration to finish the shot and now shoot a free throw.
Able to convert the free throw, and he completes the three-point play. Anthony Davis, Jeff, certainly one of the best players in the game, but you've got to give his teammates credit. They've allowed him to flourish.
To some extent, I agree with you. I think it's a coaching staff thing. I think it's a teammate thing. But really, what they need for Anthony Davis to reach his potential is more and better depth.
Jones jump shot, drains the three. Houston's 1 for 3 from long range.
There's nothing prettier than seeing a big-time shooter knocking a three from straight on.
Lets it go, puts it in, a two-pointer, and Anthony Davis with 5 points.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense won out that time.
Adjust the shot. Yep, he hit a foul called against Gordon. And Dwight Howard will go to the line and shoot free throws. He's shooting 50% from the line this season.
That's smart, sound, solid basketball, putting a bad free throw shooter to the free throw line instead of allowing him an easy attempt.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Houston's leading New Orleans by a score of 20-14. Holiday into the front court. And now he moves around the defender. His jump shot won't go.
We're seeing some outstanding defensive work, forcing the offensive team into late shot clock shots, which are very low percentage.
Ariza from three-point territory. Davis the rebound. Final seconds. And that'll do it. First half comes to an end. New Orleans is down by 6. Time now to check in with Jalen Rose.
Welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report, brought to you by yours truly, Jalen Rose. The Rockets worked hard for their halftime lead, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets. The Pelicans are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They don't have a single player that can claim double figures in scoring. These are the guys getting buckets for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Field goal percentage.
The New Orleans Pelicans weren't efficient with their shooting, and therefore they weren't effective with their offense. Their field goal percentage is lacking, and it's probably the biggest reason for their first half deficit. The shooting was certainly worst in the first quarter.
Player of the half.
Ty Lawson has done his part with scoring and also some great playmaking. It's impressive when you realize how much he's been involved in his team's scoring, doing everything he can to make a difference. And now look at the numbers.
Who was cold?
Drew Holiday certainly hasn't contributed much for his team when it comes to scoring. He's been able to get shots up, but more often than not, they just haven't been dropping for him. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Center for the second half. Along with me is Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand. New Orleans is in a close ball game once again as we head to the second half, but they're just a few points behind.
Yeah, I like the position they're in right now. They're down, but they're not out by any means. They have just got to stick with their game plan, do what the coaches say, and get more people stepping up, stepping forward, and making some shots.
Just on the way to the rim. Nails it. That's a two-pointer. And Terrence Jones with 7 points.
Now, when you see these type of plays in slow motion, only then do you realize how graceful and athletic they are.
One of the things you love about Davis is his attitude. Everything is team first. He'll put up big numbers, but he'll do anything and everything to try and win a game.
Well, think about it, Mike. He won an NCAA championship in his only year at Kentucky, and then he comes into a rebuilding situation in the NBA, and he plays very, very well, deals with an injury, deals with losing. I think this guy is ready for a huge breakthrough, and his team is poised and positioned well for a similar breakthrough. I'm looking for big things from Anthony Davis.
Jeff, I know you've really watched this kid, Anthony Davis. He has skyrocketed to being one of the elites in the game.
Well, you saw it in the World Games. You saw it in the season last year. He's as good a player, and let me repeat that. He's as good a player as any guy in this league. And if you were doing a draft for the future, he would be the #1 pick.
Davis jump shot. Howard the rebound. Lots of room there. The Rockets with the offensive rebound for a new 24. A minute and a half remaining in the third. New Orleans is down by 8. There's the perfect pick. Holiday on the drive, inside, gets it to go, plus the foul. And the foul is called against Jones. Picks up his first personal.
That's big-time play right there. Finishing the shot through the contact, and now goes to the free throw line.
Knocks down the free throw, and that completes the three-point play. So many good point guards in the NBA, Jeff. So guys like Ty Lawson sometimes get overshadowed, but he is a superb player.
Mike, the push of the basketball by Ty Lawson, the end-to-end speed is incredible to watch on a nightly basis. The energy he plays with, and when he is attacking in that transition game, it is hard to deal with. He can finish, he can shoot it, and he's a terrific passer in the open floor. I love watching this young man play.
Holiday against Lawson. Holiday fires for three with 2 left on the 24. For the layup, it's good. A 2-pointer.
Hey, sometimes good offense beats good defense. There's nothing to be ashamed with on that possession. That was a well-defended, well-contested shot.
Harden against Gordon. Harden for 2. Gets it to go.
And that's just a joke right there defensively. You want to win, you close out harder. You can't just give up uncontested 2-point shots.
Gordon against Harden. Gets it up for 2. The Pelicans with control on the rebound. It'll count if it goes. And that'll do it. 3 quarters complete. New Orleans is down by 5. We'll have more NBA action coming up for you right after this short break. Tough to get a feel for this one as we head to the 4th quarter. Jeff, what are you looking for?
Mike, this is what most NBA games come down to. Hotly contested and close. The team that can withstand the heat and the pressure and continue to execute at both ends will come out victorious.
Jeff, we spoke of Davis's emergence earlier. What do you love most about this kid's game?
The versatility. The ability, without really having the offense run through him, to still get 30 on a night. This is a great player, but Mike, if I had to narrow it down to one thing, it's his humbleness and his teamness. He has them both, and it's very unique in star players.
Harden jump shot. Misses from downtown.
And much like the first half, we're seeing more misses than makes when they pull up from long range.
Oh, sinks the 2-pointer. Houston's leading New Orleans by a score of 30-25. Whistle blows, and it's an 8-second violation, so it'll be Pelicans ball.
There is no excuse, and believe me, the guys that make these type of mistakes are all about excuses. I can't wait to hear what excuse he just gave to his coach.
Holiday for 3, knocks it down. It's a 2-point game.
The assist from number 23, Anthony Davis.
The screen is set. Lawson knocks it down for 2. 4-point lead for the Rockets.
That's just a nice layup right there.
Gordon finds the wide open look for 3. Bang! From downtown. He's averaging 15 points per game this season.
Hey, that is great offensive execution. Keep moving the ball, search out the open man. They got the open shot, and they knocked it in.
The assist from
Houston's leading New Orleans by a score of 34-31. There's the pick. On the reverse. That's a 2. And Drew Holiday with 5 points here in the 4th quarter.
You want to keep attacking the basket and get layups around the rim. That's how you score consistently.
Gets it off. The 2-pointer won't go.
We don't need hero ball. We don't need you trying to be the hero, shooting the ball earlier in the shot clock.
Jones against Davis. Takes the 3. Big offensive rebound. And the ref calls it an intentional foul.
When you're down late in the 4th quarter of a game, you have to gamble and try to create some havoc. Here they fouled.
Knocks down the 3. What a clutch play. As we wind down the 4th, there's a timeout.
The strategy is simple right now. You come out of the timeout, you execute, you get a score. And then you have to trust your defense. No unnecessary fouls. Just get another stop. And then
go out in transition, get out on the break.
From three-point lane, puts it in. 1-point game. Had to do it there. They stopped the clock with the foul.
How important are these free throws? Up one with about a half a minute left, 2 free throws. They need both to make it a 3-point game and force their opponent to shoot a 3-point shot.
He hits 2 free throws, so they extend the lead to 3. And Alvin Gentry calls a time with very little time remaining in this one.
You're down late in the game, 1-possession game. What you need to do is not waste time. You've got to catch it and attack the basket, and then take the first quality shot.
Knocks it down. What a clutch play. Trying to keep the ball in bounds. Strong. That's good. A 1-point game. And Kevin McHale calls time as this one's coming to an end.
Hey, you're down the stretch of a close game. You come out of a timeout. You don't need a 3 right here. Yeah, if the 3-point shot opens up, great. But if not, what you want to do is create the quickest score you can by attacking the basket.
And James Harden's called for the intentional.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Holiday draws the double team. Get him for the foul. They had to do it. Stop the clock.
Up by 1, 2 free throws. In the waning seconds of this game, he's got to step up and make both so that they can just concentrate on defending the 3-point opportunity.
That missed free throw could be huge. They're up by just 2. And a timeout call. Very little time remaining. Fires away for the win. And time runs out. The final score is 42-41. For Jeff Van Gundy and our entire EA Sports crew, this is Mike Breen saying thanks for joining us and good night.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets emerged victorious after a tight finish. The statistic that seems to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. The Pelicans must be devastated after such a close loss. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
So, what kind of shooting was it? Have a look. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up on behalf of ESPN on EA Sports.